So I want to find cosine of 7 pi over 12. Well, I have to think about my angles in pi over 12. So the ones that I have are, right, pi over 6, pi over 3, pi over 4. And in 12, this is 2 pi over 12. This is 4 pi over 12. And this is 3 pi over 12. Now, if I get bigger numbers, obviously I will have to look into other quadrants. I can look at 5 pi over 6 and see what that equals over 12, or 2 pi over 3, or 3 pi over 4. But I want 7 pi over 12, but I notice that's 4 plus 3. Now remember that we don't always have to add. We could find other ones and subtract to get 7 pi over 12 as well. So this is the same as the cosine of 4 pi over 12 plus 3 pi over 12. Okay? And so that's cosine. I'm going to rewrite it. That 4 pi over 12 is pi over 3 times cosine of pi over 4. Remember, that's what that's equivalent to, minus sine of pi over 3, sine of pi over 4. Now 7 pi over 12, that's a little bit more than half, so that's in the second quadrant, so the answer should be negative. So the cosine of pi over 3 is 1/2. Cosine of pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2, minus, this is sine of pi over 3 is radical 3 over 2, and then times radical 2 over 2, and I get radical 2 minus radical 6 all over 4. And so this is bigger than that. It is negative, and we did get the right answer. Now let's look here. Cosine, I see I have 70 and 20 and minus 70 and 20, so this is the same as a cosine. It's minus there, it's plus 70 plus 20 degrees, which is the cosine of 90 degrees, which is 0. And here I have a plus, so it's going to be cosine of 40 degrees minus 10 degrees. If I go backwards in my equation, which is a cosine of 30 degrees, which is radical 3 over 2.